In this video, we're going to show how to import a contact list. Now, I've just created an example list here. We need a CSV file, so if you receive an Excel spreadsheet with customers' information in it, you need to actually do a file save as and select CSV as the option. But it will basically create a file like this, and if you notice, everything has a comma in between it. This particular file has a header line on it, and that's very important because we're going to see that in just a second. And then I've just got 3 customers that we're going to import. So at this point, we're going to flip over here to Lizzy, and we're basically going to go to Settings, Contacts, and down here at the bottom we've got Import Contacts. We're going to choose the file, and in this case I'm going to choose the one that we just created. And then the first thing that we need to do is we need to tell it the contact type that we want to use for this import, because every contact inside of Lizzy has a type. So whether you're importing manufacturers or whether you're importing customers or whatever, we've got to select the type of customer that we're going, or contact record that we're going to be creating. Now in this example, I'm going to just choose customer. And then we've got our location if we're multi-location. This checkbox, you need to check if you have a header line. Now, I just pointed out that we do have a header line, so you want to check this if you have a header line. Now, down here at the bottom, you're going to see a series of drop lists, and these are going to be based on how many fields are in that file. So this thing may be really long, may be really short, just depends on what's in the file that you're trying to import. Now, because we had a header line in there, you'll notice each one of these headings on here actually mimics what we said the headers were inside of the file. So we do have a header line, and we do have those headers listed here. Now, if I didn't have a header line, you're going to see somebody's first name, somebody's last name. So these things would end up being the first record of that particular file. Now, that's not really that big of a deal, but the big thing is that we need to then, once we get this in here, we need to select the first drop list. We can see this is the first name, so we want to select first name. Last name, so we want to come down here and select last name. Business name, we're going to select business name. Address, we'll go down here and find address. City, city, state, come down here and select state. We've got our zip code. We've got our phone number field, so we're going to scroll down here and select phone. And then for the phone, it wants to know what type of phone. So this is, let's say these are business phone numbers. And then we're going to come down here and select our email address. So we'll come down and select email. So now we have all of the fields listed in the file, all of the fields selected here. And then all we're going to do is hit import. Now, once you hit import, what happens in order to keep everything streamlined and make sure that we don't have any problems with people importing a bunch of stuff is there's a scheduler that runs in the background. And you'll notice that this particular control is telling me that it's running in the background, and it will notify me when it gets finished. So we're going to sit here for just a second and let it finish, and then I'm going to show you what the notification looks like. And then we're also going to take a look at what to do next, because there is another step that we've got to do to actually complete this. Okay, so the next thing that has happened is you notice that this alert has turned red up here at the top. So it's telling me that we have new alerts. So I'm going to select that. And down here in the bottom, you can see that it says your contact import has been completed. So we're just going to sign that off and close it. And the next step is that we want to actually go to the contacts locate. So we're going to go to contacts locate, and you'll notice up here at the top we have an approve last import and an undo last import. Well, the first thing that we need to do is we need to go through and check everything and make sure that the import worked properly. So to do that, we're just going to search for one of our contacts. We're going to come down here and select them, and we're going to look and see if everything looks okay. And in this particular case, we have a problem, and that is that the phone number came in as the email, and there is no phone number, so we've got to take a look at what might have happened there. But the point is that in this case, I have an error, and I need to go fix it. Well, I may have imported 1,000 records just now, and I don't want to have them in here and then have to go import again and have further problems. So what we want to do in this case is we're going to go back over here to the locate contact control, and we're going to tell it to undo the last import. And you'll notice that all of those records are gone, and now we can go back and import again and try to check everything. So we want to verify that everything is in there correctly before we actually approve, and once we're comfortable that that is exactly what we want, then we just simply hit the approve button and we're good to go.